Alright guys, it's time to talk about everything that's wrong with my 1977 Datsun 280Z. Now this is a new project car for the channel, but I've owned it for about a year and a half now. And it's just been sitting at Charles's house, but it sat at Charles's house for a lot longer than that. So let's start under the hood, shall we? Alright, we've got the legendary Datsun L28 inline 6-cylinder. Believe it or not, this 1977 does have electronic fuel injection. It's got these weird, like, each fuel injector has its own fuel line, which is kind of bizarre. And usually Datsun hoods stay up by themselves, but this one doesn't, so somebody so generously created this. Maybe they don't stay up by themselves. Maybe that is stock, and maybe it's just not supposed to be bent like that. I don't know. Let me know, Datsun people. So otherwise, we're pretty full of leaves in here. That's always fun. Whoa. Is this a work light? Does it come out? No, it's just a light. I don't know what's going on. This looks questionable at best. And like maybe there should be relays there, but not just wires
goes nowhere.
jumping everything around. Doesn't give me great optimism for the wiring on this car, if I'm honest with you. But hopefully those aren't engine related, and that's just maybe some lighting stuff. It looks like there's a lot of home gauge wiring and just yeah, that's pretty frustrating to look at.
Beautiful.
But yeah, so I mean, otherwise it's not in bad shape. Somebody took the latch out. I'm gonna assume it's probably because the hood release stopped working, and then they put these hood pins on it, even though the hood folds forward, and it's actually impossible for this to open up while you're driving unless you're going backwards really fast, in which case you kind of deserve it. Here's a fun fact: it says Nissan on that. Whoa!
Yes, it says Nissan right there.
Yeah, well, don't get too involved. Didn't the 240Zs, the L24, stay Nissan overhead cam on them too?
I have no idea.
Because I think they were Nissan sourced engines before Nissan and Datsun. Alright, so here's where everyone's going to unsubscribe from this build. If you look in there, you can see this is an automatic. I'm just kidding. It has a Hurst shifter on it, and I don't know why. But it is a 5-speed manual. There's the ECU, which is still weird to me that it has one in the first place, because it's from 1977. Look at that, 4L28. Nice, that's what I have. That works out really good. You know what's really cool, Brock, about these door panels on these old Z cars? They just don't exist.
Oh yeah.
Never had one, never will.
Wow.
Also, I got stuck in the car because I didn't realize the handle was down here. And then this is a cool little feature. Like thieves, right, if your window's cracked a little bit, could reach in there and crank this.
Right.
So they don't stay attached from the factory.
Oh.
That's how they should be. So you kind of have to like hold it and give her a couple crankies. And you know, your window can be down or your window can be up. And then if you're really worried about security, you just slide that right in your pocket and you go on inside. The fact that there's an empty water pump box in here, never mind, it's not empty, it's full of rubber gloves. I don't know if I should be concerned that it needs a water pump or relieved that somebody did one. Obviously, one of the biggest issues we're looking at here is some body work. This pretty substantial dent here, pretty easy to get out. This stuff, however, we have a little bit of surface rust. And it is a Datsun, so the word rust is going to keep coming up. But, well, I mean, it's a sports car. It's really fast, so you can see the wind was just chipping the paint away because it was driving so fast at some point. But, the paint looks really thick. Get a close-up on that.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, insanely thick.
Dang.
Like they poured it on. But, that's neither here nor there. Holes. Not just holes, but holes that are inconsistent levels. Well, I guess just this one, because there's two holes right next to each other. I don't know why, but I would like to put a ducktail spoiler on it anyway, because it's a 280Z, you have to. take a look inside the book. That hatch doesn't open as much as I thought it does, but those work. So cross that off the list.
It's got the old...
Yeah, it looks like the rabbit in there.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yep, that's...
That's not great, if I'm honest with you. But, yeah, we should do a little automotive archaeology, Mighty Car Mod style, and see what we got going on in here. I know there's like at least 280Z's worth of door panels in here, which is cool. It gives me the options. You know what kind of frustrates me? The wheel that's on the front. Get a shot of that real quick.
The spoked one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 3 of those on this car, and then just the other one's gone. That one,
So
there's one on it, and if you'll recall from the last video, it did hold air, but it doesn't anymore. There's another one in here.
What is...
This is the like front piece. I don't know if that's off of this one or off the other blue one that's in Charles's backyard. As you can see there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
What the?
Oh. That's
Oh.
the... Yeah.
It's the like air dam.
Or most of it. Yeah. That piece.
Nice.
Is pretty sick.
Well, that's cool.
You just need the other side.
It's on the side that is rusted to all hell and doesn't have a spot to mount it. But, you know, at least we've got it. That's a good start. Look at that, we're finding stuff already.
Maybe we'll find an ancient cigarette like the rabbit.
But, ooh,
chrome
interior stuff. A lot of it. An entire bag of it, in fact.
Oh, wow.
What is all of this? Okay, well. The point I was trying to make. Wait.
Oh, yeah, look. Where's the other part? Oh, that one's really
Blue.
beat up.
Yeah, it kind of seems like most of this vehicle is.
Nice.
How does one?
I think, yeah, that way.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably how it was intended to be
Oh.
at some point. Yeah, look at that. There you go.
Looks like someone violently removed it.
I have zero intent to use this, so obviously the JDM style big air dam is the way to go. Anyway, what I was trying to say was there's another one of those wheels in there with also a flat tire. There's seat belts in here. Does this car have no seat belts attached? No, it sure doesn't.
Doesn't look like it.
Cool. Alright, what else we got in here? Oh yeah, spare valve cover. That's nice. I like this dash mat. Brand dash mat. Covers the dash up using matte technology. Some sort of this thing for doing stuff with. Yeah, I mean, the seatbelt thing. Wait, it does have seatbelts. At least this side. No, it has seatbelts. Wait, are those
Space.
Oh, there's no back seats. It's a coupe.
Oh, yeah.
It actually has seatbelts. Good lord. That must just be from the blue one then. Because the one in Charles' backyard, the blue one has no interior at all. It like has no dash.
Oh, so
Might
it was all
be there,
stuffed in
actually.
here.
Huh. Okay, so my 280Z came with an entire extra 280Z inside of it.
Nice the interior.
That's a good deal, actually. I think Charles is maybe going to want some of that back, but I'll trade you a gas tank, Charles. So, let's get back to addressing the issues that it has. Oh! I can fix the world! Alright, so here's one of the big issues of the old 280Z. This is my cousin Shane. You all know him. He's barely better than me now because I also bolted 300, so now he can't hold that over my head. She's a little pressurized. We don't need to worry about that. But Shane, Why don't you go ahead and take a snifferino in there?
Oh no.
You know what floor varnish smells like?
That.
It shouldn't smell
Whoa.
like that.
Yeah, that's strong.
Smell it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
gas is. Here's the thing about this car, is as far as I can recount and from information that I have, it hasn't started for 9 years. 9 years. So, I have faith in the old L28. I think we pull the fuel pump fuse, which is weird because again, EFI. Or pull the fuel injection fuse, which is even weirder because again, 77. But I think as long as this wiring is not going to be a travesty
cause a fireball.
and it's going to let us crank it, I think it'll run on starting fluid. Obviously that's going to be how we're going to check and see if it has spark. But if it has spark, then this won't be too bad as long as that wiring doesn't come back and haunt us. So the good news is this car was last registered in 2000, so we know it at least ran 19 years ago. One major, big, giant, huge, massive issue with this car is the stupid, ugly American spec bumper.
Yeah.
Not
Hate
okay.
'em.
Gross, terrible. If you think that's okay, you're not okay with me, and I'll have words with you in the parking lot. Oh, also something about this being dented in looks like it shouldn't be dented in. You know,
Yeah.
kind of on a whim. Just in general, my knowledge of cars tells me that's probably not how that should be. So I think a lot of people kind of want to know what my plan is for this car, and initially the idea was to just sell it because it's a Datsun 280Z with straight quarter panels. And a lot of people have also wondered what I paid for it. I paid $500 for it. So that transmission in there is worth about what I paid for the car. But as usual, I see an old pile of hunk garbage beep show car and I think, boy, you know, I could probably make a few bucks off of that. And then I get it and then I don't want to sell it. So I'm not going to lie to you, SEMA worked out really well on the YouTube income front thanks to the Welds video getting like 170,000 views in less than 2 weeks. And of course the Rob Dom video got like 85 or 90,000. So thanks again to Rob Dom for being an absolute G and basically for helping fund the Datsun project. So priority right now is to get the thing to run. If we can get it to run, then we'll drive it. And if we can drive it, then we're going to start doing aesthetic things. Like I said, I want to do the Japanese, the JDM style air dam on it. I want to get a spoiler on it. I want to look into painting it or wrapping it. Now, don't get too excited when I say YouTube content or the SEMA stuff was good to me, because good to me is still not enough to pay the average rent in America. So don't be thinking that I just have big baller money to start spending on this car. I don't. However, if you guys would like to assist, you can go to curseforever.us and buy a t-shirt or a sticker. Brock, turn the camera around. That's your sticker guy, because I'm not anymore. And if you would like to support us on a month-to-month basis, I've been posting a lot more behind-the-scenes content. The people on Patreon knew about this car coming here before you did. They know about the stuff that's going on the Prelude that hasn't been shot or done yet. They know all the stuff I'm getting for the Prelude. They saw the Prelude before the video came out. So if you want to be behind the scenes, it's $3 a month or more. If you pay $5 a month or more, you get a sticker every single month. I mean, you get one for every month. They get shipped like once a year, kind of. We're going to try and be on top of that more. And if you pay $10 or more a month, you get like exclusive content. So on top of that stuff, if they're saying something like, all right, well, this is a ways out, but for the $10 a month higher Patreon people, as Ernest Bunbury would say, I'll post videos every once in a while that's just for them. I'll do this, I'll do that, and I'm planning on doing a lot more Patreon giveaways and stuff. Speaking of which, I'm going to give away my Nardi steering wheel. which sucks because I really wanted to put it in this, but it's the only thing of value that I'm like, okay, well, I could probably actually get rid of this. So I can't afford to give away a car. I'm going to figure out how I'm doing the steering wheel giveaway. It'll probably be purchase a sticker, get entered to win it, yada yada. You know how the usual stuff goes. But there you go. That's the Datsun. She's rusty. Definitely needs a new gas tank, or at least a very deep cleaning. I think it's a metal tank, so it's going to be rusty in there. Charles has a tank out of the blue Datsun that most of these interior parts are out of. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about this fender. Let's take a look at that. This is kind of unfortunate because right where the air dam mounts on the fender has rusted away on the passenger side. So that kind of sucks. And of course it's a Datsun, so you can't just go to a junkyard and pull a new fender. And of course the fender's the size of the goddamn Titanic. So I'm sure it's going to be really expensive if I do find one. A new hood would be ideal. The hood pins are coming out. When you actually like get it seated down, the hood lines up okay, but somebody told me these vents are stock. That's really offensive. They're kind of ugly, but what can you do? I don't know what this is for, except for like maybe battery access.
Oh yeah.
But that's kind of neat. I saw it for the first time on chassis. I was like, well, that's a bizarre one. That light's probably really bad, huh?
Yeah.
So, at any rate, thank you guys very much for watching. We hope you're excited for the Datsun project, as I am. I really, we're going to try and get it to fire soon, at least on starting fluid. As you guys know, we don't really have access to the shop anymore, so we don't have a place to do any real in-depth work on it. But maybe if it wants to crank and I get excited about it, we'll pull the tank out with it sitting out here. And of course we can talk to my landlord. He said if we have something we need to get in, get out, and get done fairly quickly, he'd probably work with us. So we might be able to use the shop for a couple days to get the gas tank swap done. Yeah, that's the Datsun 1977 280Z Project Z. I don't know if that's, did Bill call his that?
I think
it was Project Z. Alright, well, we're gonna have to come up with something else. Project 280Z.
Project
right?
D.
There you go. Project AA. The next step up. Actually, relative to his build, this is gonna have to be Project like B. Sort of quite a few steps down. But don't forget to follow me on Instagram, add me on Snapchat at BigB1011. We do a thing called Car of the Video here, where you viewers send a picture of your car to me at cursedforeverhelp@gmail.com, and I'll pick one every video and put it at the end of the video. That's why it's called the Car of the Video. Go figure. So if you want to see your car featured for Car of the Video, send an email to me with a picture of your car to cursedforeverhelp@gmail.com. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.